Welcome back to the H1Z1 Pro League day number 1, guys. Big shout out to Caesars Entertainment for helping us out, hooking us up with the venue. This is going to be an awesome second game. Game number 1, we already closed that out. Epsilon taking down game number 1, 28 points. 15-point lead over second. That was something big, and we talked about it a little bit in the match. Epsilon ended up showing up and crushing out that first match.
Just staying behind for so long, being in the back of the field, and then all of a sudden exploding at the end with an amazing amount of kills, and then taking home the first place multiplier. Whew.
Yeah,
I can't calm down from that match.
Yeah, that's a ton of points. That was a great ending. Huge point difference. So there's these guys that are gonna have to make up some of that ground, right? TSM, some of these guys that maybe got eliminated a little earlier than they wanted to. They're gonna need to show up big here in game number 2.
And let's hope they will. I think they really will. I think these teams are ready to go, and I know we're getting loaded in here, and it's gonna be soon. We're gonna be in the match number 2 here on opening night.
Yeah, everybody's going ahead and loading up, getting loaded in on those Asus Republic of Gamer rigs. Republic of Gamers coming through really big with the hardware peripherals that they provided us with. 75 computers. I mean, it takes a lot to make a battle royale game function in a tournament. You need a lot of rigs. You need a make these things happen, and they provided us with the best. I mean, these guys have got great rigs. They're running smooth, so it's definitely helping us provide a great gaming experience for the players.
Did you get your hands on one of their keyboards? Have you used it?
I haven't played with the keyboards.
Keyboard's so good.
I've screwed around with the rigs, monitors from them. I actually have not used a keyboard though.
Oh, the keyboard's really good. Really good. I know a lot of players actually are using them. Oh, beautiful bow. Look at that.
CLG with the perfect timing there. That's off right online. There's that little bit delay. You never get it perfectly synced. With everybody here, though, they can just go ahead and do a countdown in person, get that perfect timing with the laugh. So that's kind of cool to see. You don't usually get to see that too much.
No, we saw it in pregame. We moved them all up, and they were doing it. So it's good to see them doing it here tonight. Means these teams are definitely amped up and excited to be here.
Yeah, I'm excited just to get into the next game, man. I mean, this is going to be nutty. I'm waiting to see. I really want to see. He's somebody that I've talked about in past tournaments. I talk about him a lot, but Jeesh on TSM, he's somebody that I've really thought has just always been one of those top tier players, and that getting eliminated first has got to kind of like light the fire, right? Like I want to see Jeesh come out big in this second match.
Yeah, you can't do that twice in a row. That's not a thing. You don't do it twice in a row. And I think he's out to prove himself.
He won't let that happen.
Yeah.
Jeesh is a professional through and through. He's not going to let that happen again. It was an unfortunate situation that he was in. But we actually got some stats up for him right there. Coming out of SoCal for the hometown. PV Warehouse is once again, that's a favorite of everybody there. AR-15 is favorite gun. And Bad Boys 2?
Bad Boys 2?
Bad Boys 2.
Are we adding that to our movie night? Do you understand the words that are coming out of my mouth?
I don't.
That was Rush Hour 2.
I don't know.
That was bad.
I mean, you got to watch Bad Boys 1 before you watch 2. Then that's like 2 movies we got to watch. We're already doing all the Star Wars. Like, I don't.
It's going to be a long day.
That's a lot of movies.
That's a lot of movies.
But we can actually see Storm in here on screen now, playing for Rogue. Out of Sweden, Pleasant Valley with that drop spot. Definitely a big favorite for everybody. Favorite gun, that AR-15. And again, the secret talent amount of singing. I managed the guy and had no idea that he ever did that. Like, we've definitely got to drag him out to the to a karaoke bar or something. Yeah.
I'll have a sing off with Stormin.
Movie and karaoke night.
Yeah, we can do that. We got a party on our hands. All right, guys, I think we are about ready to drop down into the arena one more time. I think we've got a big game ahead of us in about 3, 2. Match has begun. Let's go.
Game number 2. This is going to be our final round of the day. This is going to be, again, each week or each day that we run an event, we're going to be running 2 rounds to complete that day, and then we'll have the totals at the end. All the points going to be cumulative week over week until the end of the split. And then we'll have split champions, then we'll have second split, do that again, and then we'll have a championship match, do it all over again, and then we crown our winner.
And of course, we are going to jump down with Epsilon right off the bat. The heart
baseline
rate
of 128.
Yeah,
I mean, where does it cap out at?
I don't know. He's still ready. I think he's still hyped up from the win.
He hasn't calmed down from crushing out match 1 yet. He's just got the hype train still going.
You can see these teams all over the place. Epsilon is going to be in the very south of the town of Cranberry. And Noble over here, I believe this is Pleasant Valley is where they are. Little cul-de-sac residential area just to the northeastish side. And well, I think we're going to see the safe zone in a minute, but they are in it.
They definitely are. I think one of the cool things is going to be to watch over the course of the season. One of the cool stories to see is where are these guys dropping, right? Is Epsilon dropping same spot every time, regardless? Doesn't matter. This is always my starting point. And if they're doing well from that point all the way through the season, at what point does somebody jump in and cut off their loot path, right? Maybe
you mean like Yogi?
Maybe, well, let's just use for an example, you go A1, right? That's not a normal landing spot, but let's say you land A1 and your loot path is to then come into the B2 section of the map, right? And kind of move diagonally in.
Right.
When does somebody start selecting B2 as their spawn, drop in on the spot that you would be going through to loot and start taking all of that stuff to where you don't have your loot route anymore?
There's a lot of amazing managers and coaches behind all these teams, and I think that point right there is exactly what they need to be looking for.
Yeah, we've got that first circle coming out. This time we're going to have the entire circle on the map. No major lakes in it to really eat up any space. So full first circle. That's definitely something that the guys like to see. They want the circle on the map. It allows them a little bit of breathing room in the early game. It allows them to think and kind of get a little bit more time in of figuring out where the opponents are so that they can set up what their rotations and their next moves are going to be. Having that time's always, having time, you definitely want time on your side.
And on board with Alliance, we saw them in that locked battle with TSM, essentially wiping them out last game as they are going through this early looting phase and finding things. You were talking about the armors in the last game. I want to bring that up here in the early game this time. Armors are really important in this game. They mitigate an entire bullet's worth of damage and soak it up. You can craft makeshift armors. We were talking about the Kevlar armors that are found in crates only, but the players can craft them by taking a helmet, and you can get composite fabric by either shredding shoes or the military backpacks, and then duct tape, forming that armor soaks up a bullet shot, and while sometimes that's the difference between life and death.
Yeah, and I mean, that's a good point to talk about, right? So we're saying that that's going to eat an extra bullet. For the people at home that maybe aren't quite aware of how it works, the health bar here, we can see it at the bottom for Storm, and the red bar underneath his name tag and at the bottom of the screen represents his health. It's 100 health. Shots from the AR going to be basically 5 shots to eliminate a player. We actually see the skins too there as well, so you guys can grab those. But those are going to basically kind of get you set up to know how much damage they've taken. It's 5 shots to kill to the body, 2 shots to the head, 1 to the helmet, 1 to the head. That's going to eliminate you from the match.
And speaking of helmet, you can see right below that red bar, all those gray and blacked out areas, those are whether they have helmets, whether they have the armors as well. So you can see if these players have those equipped. This early, Candyvan has the helmet, doesn't have the armor.
Yep.
The vehicles to the right of that, which he's
and he just threw the armor on, so he just went ahead and crafted that armor. You can now see that on him. He does have that on at the moment. Got the car. We got a couple cars here for Tempo Storm. That's definitely something you want. You want to have the caravan of vehicles because you want to be able to try and have ones for late game. Those late games, sometimes you get in a high pressure situation. Car comes in really handy at the end to be able to close the distance if you need to make a quick play on somebody, or if you need to open up a gap and get away from somebody. So vehicles are definitely big. If you can maintain them to the end game, they come in huge.
And speaking of distance, Tempo Storm doesn't have a long way to go. You can see they've already pretty much made their way into safe zone. They've got teams behind them, but we'll take a look at Vago from Team Rogue. They do have other teams. I see two other nameplates around there. They may be firing shots. Actually, 3 or 4 teams around them, and whoops, well, that's how I roll.
That's how I roll. Maybe that's how he H1s.
Hey, that's a good point.
You never know.
In an upside down Jeep, I want the picture of that. Staying pretty calm and collected, only at 97 right now for his heart rate. And look how close these teams are starting to get. Again, remember, there's a lot of area for these teams to be in, but that area is going to get smaller and smaller, and these teams are getting pretty close.
Yeah, they're going to be coming in. Echo Fox, one of those teams that's really up in that kind of northeast corner. They've got one of the farther distances to travel, but they, as we can see, they do have vehicles. They're already getting in there, and we are going to have the first elimination of the match as MiG from Impact Gaming gets taken down by TSM. So TSM, first one to go down last game, first one to net themselves a point this game.
So they will
turn it around.
Yeah, right. That's exactly what they wanted to do, and they're out to do it this time. Being the favorites, yeah, there's a lot of eyes on you, and it stinks to be the first out, but I bet you it feels good to get that first kill.
Yeah, that's definitely the way to kind of get back in the saddle and feel good about what's going on. Get that first kill, get the momentum on your side, feel good going into it, and get going. However, being in a fight like this early does put you up to possibly take some shots, but it looks like they end up getting the kill, and I didn't really see anybody else around them at the moment. So they're sitting all right. Drop gonna go in though. Gonna go ahead and take a look at that airdrop.
We'll see what he can get out of that. Again, so many different things. It's not the same thing every time. There could be just a little bit inside, but there, who knows?
And you see that as he opens it, it does set off that red flare so that everybody else knows what's going on. Did you notice what he was doing there too? It looks like he didn't want to use a smoke nade. A lot of teams, when they come up on those, they'll throw a smoke nade down so somebody can't see where it is exactly and shoot them as they open it. He just kind of sat there and baited it for a little bit with the car, kind of rolling it back and forth, looking to see if anybody take a shot at him, realized there was nobody around, decides to hold on to that smoke nade, and just go ahead and grab it for himself. Shots coming out from Benny Boy, that Magnum. So that's something that we haven't really seen yet. It's going to be the first time we're watching it live for the Pro League. The Magnum is a car destroyer. It does a ton of damage to vehicles, so we could see him busting that out, trying to get some shots into cars. And again, we talked about War of Attrition in game number 1. That's what it's about here. It's about eliminating people's basically all their supplies, right? You want to take long shots, eat away at their helmets, eat away at the number of armors, make them use those so that when you get into the close range fight, you're well ahead. You're up a shot, up 2 shots before the fight even starts.
And on board with Benny Boy, and I mean, first off, he looks so good with that STDX jersey, backpack, and don't forget, you can grab not only the individual teams, but if you can't just pick one team, you can get it all. And if you do that, you get that red-black H1PL Jeep skin, the off-roader.
It's pretty. I mean, I'm definitely somebody that leans towards that red, black, and white theme. I use it for my own branding and stuff online. Yep. So I'm definitely a fan. The H1PL stuff looks super clean, and that's the only way to net yourself that off-roader. So definitely something, if you guys want to support the Pro League and support all the teams, you got friends on a bunch of teams, that's the way to do it.
Well, right now, Alliance, a team we have seen, and look who they're in a fight with.
Man, Kolji has got the serious look on his face.
He does. He does. He looks really ready to do this.
He looks disgusted at the fact that somebody might even consider fighting him.
Yeah, you want to fight me?
Yeah,
I think so.
He's blasphemous. And the car explosion right there next to CLG. In comes the car with the hot little stop there. Guys are going to hop in and they're going to get out of there. But Epsilon right on top of CLG here. We'll see if they decide to take this fight. Epsilon going to throw a couple shots. CLG going to go ahead and decide to back up off of that one. They do not want that fight yet. So this is a bit of a weird spot for Epsilon, though, right? We've talked about it. You usually want something that has maybe some trees, some hard cover. Right here you have cover from CLG, from LG, but behind them, if somebody rotates around behind them, they're completely out in the open on this side. I really don't like this spot on the overall for a long period of time. That's kind of a quick hit, and that's exactly what they're going to do with it. They're going to come in, they're going to check it out, really decide it's not the spot, and start rotating to find a new spot. Check out Impact and Noble, though. Impact and Noble making a decision to come in really late. I think that we might end up seeing them come in super late into the circle.
And we call that gap pretty much riding the gas is what they're doing. They're on the border of the safe zone, making their way up. CLG has already lost one car, and now their car, you can hear those bullets hitting the car. If they lose all mobility, and look at that Alliance.
With the disgust look on his face, ends up throwing some shots at Greenhack and ends up taking him out. He's going to get eliminated there. Greenhack, a new addition to that CLG squad, filling in for Calsey here in week 1.
Yep, I talked to Calsey in the hotel lobby last night, and they were really excited to pick up Greenhack. Felt like he would fit in the team very well. CLG, literally the most positive team out there. They always are. I mean, you cannot shake those guys. You cannot get them angry. You're not going to get them heated. They're definitely guys that are very calm under pressure. Well, speaking of under pressure, Vitality is just that right now, as Epsilon once again getting in a fight. First CLG, and now Vitality over here by this little water treatment plant. They're on one side of it. What you can't see through that smoke right now is there is a wall and a fence, and it's kind of starting to clear so you can see it, but they're hiding behind that. But Balloon is pushed pretty far up, and him and Makes might be locked in a bit of a battle. Makes going to get taken out, but not before Radarn gets taken out.
Yeah, Radarn going to go down, so Epsilon going to be down 2 players here. They are our winners from game number 1, but they're down 2 players early here in this match. They currently had that 4v2. Had they taken that fight a little bit quicker, there wouldn't have been support from the rest of Vitality. So Vitality was a little bit spread out there. Would have liked to seen them come in a little bit harder at the start of that, but I think they took a few shots. It looked like they were healing up to start that off.
Well, that means Vitality takes the lead here up in the top right. You can see they have 2 kills.
Yeah, so that circle there, we can see that starting to close in the gas, and you can see that in the top right, right above our Fox box, which is keeping track of our scores. Right above that, it says gas is spreading. That means that circle's starting to close in. Once it hits the edge, we're going to shrink that gas circle again. We're going to shrink it down, make it even tighter. We're just going to continue to build that pressure on these players until we get down to that final team.
And we're talking about that Magnum again, and it sounds so intimidating, especially over these big speakers at this amazing arena. Boom, boom, that is just a hit onto a car. Oh, it's a thing of beauty, Jason.
Rex just letting those Magnum shots loose, trying to find the cars of Noble. Not able to see the vehicles at the moment, but it sounds like there was an explosion.
Yeah,
I think he may have just finished off one of those vehicles, so Gangstar is gonna lose a vehicle. I think he actually got Gangstar's vehicle. Noble and Gangstar's are right next to each other there, though.
Frex is still trying to put some shots over, maybe knock off those armors. You'll oftentimes see players, once they do have a position, drop their armors on the ground to save them for those later fights, because the shotgun battle and having a makeshift is critical.
Yeah, you definitely want to have that in there. If you're in a close range fight and somebody connects with you on a shotgun with no armor, you go down to 1 shot. Having that makeshift armor on will protect you unless they hit you in the head. If they can hit the helmet, it's the modifier damage is still going to put you down. You're going to get eliminated, but it gives you a really high chance of surviving that shotgun battle for at least an extra second there. Those shotgun battles are really intense.
Well, we're still here, and Epsilon and Vitality are still locked in a battle, but over this entire water treatment plant, and it looks like, to me, Epsilon may want to keep pushing slowly into Vitality. They were at the very beginning of it, and now they're almost halfway through it.
Yeah, they're slowly kind of bumping through. You've got these little almost like pools in this water treatment plant here. So they're kind of bouncing from one to the next one and just kind of using cover. There's a lot of little spots there where you can kind of bounce from piece to piece and move forward and get up on the team. There's also a lot of spots there where you can kind of open up and get out to the left and right side and flank too. Coming from that side, coming from the other side is a little bit harder unless you decide to just stay in that little building there.
Well, on board with Echo Fox, all 5 members still alive. They have the Obey Alliance off in the distance. I'm not sure if that was a grenade or more bullets shooting up off the ground there, but these 2 players, Pineapple's trying to stay calm, trying to stay cool and collected at about 124 heart rate. I mean, it's high, but when you're in the heat of a moment, that's not too bad.
I mean, I'm looking over at the main monitor here for all of the heart rates, and it looks like that's pretty par for the course at the moment.
I see some 145s, but I want to know who these 80s are here. Who is Mr.
Some people
Calm?
like they need to wake up. Somebody didn't get their morning coffee.
Sleeping or something. And morning coffee. It's almost 8 o'clock, 8:30.
I mean, we're on gamer hours, right? This is morning
good
time,
point.
right?
This is morning. Yeah, I just woke up.
Yeah, gamer hours. It's fine. It's time for coffee. Vitality still with 4 players up, and I'm just kidding. Haro gonna go down to Balin on a long shot. Got that 3-point Kobe coming in. That grenade kill gonna get eliminated. So now we're down to an even 3v3.
And that puts Epsilon right up there with Vitality at 2 kills on the board. So these two teams trading pretty much back and forth for taking that tie or the lead.
Hey, we're going to both knock each other out. We're both going to be really hurting. It's going to be hard for us to win the game in the end game. But you know what? We're going to battle it out for first for the beginning of the match.
The scary thing is there's still 15 teams up. You can see off in the distance through that window, there's a green wall approaching them slowly. Are these teams going to get forced into a fight? I don't think we have to worry about the force. They want this. Epsilon, they are ready to go.
Epsilon knows that they don't want to be there when the gas forces them into the fight. You don't want to, that's basically like fighting 2 teams, and they're just going to go ahead and press it in. Clem going to get eliminated there. FJ gonna net himself that kill. Couple shots into Liam there. Helmet gonna get ripped off. He's already lost a body armor. He's gonna go ahead and rotate out, see if he can get away and get a heal off for a second, possibly, or just try and get this flank through this side door. But Epsilon doesn't want the gas at their back. It's really hard. It's really kind of disorienting to try and have to like get out of the gas. That extra pressure, sometimes just too much.
Well, we'll see what Liam can do here. He has Howie to his right, but Howie's inside a building as well. But here comes that gas, and I can't tell if they're going to be in it or not. But
I think they're going to be in it. They're going to have to move.
Oh,
Howie
they are
trying to make
not.
that quick rotation, and here comes the gas, and it's going to close in on Epsilon. Liam hanging out in the back. He's going to come out behind them. Epsilon going to have to turn around to try and get that fight. We're going to lose Howie from Vitality. Liam also going to get eliminated. Epsilon still 3 up, but these guys are below 50% health and having to run through the gas as it starts to eat away at them. Slowly, there's 9 away at their health. We're going to lose Sign and MP as well elsewhere on the map.
was it worth it? Epsilon Vitality has been knocked out, but Epsilon,
All going to get eliminated. I think that is it for Epsilon.
No,
I think
Apex
they all just
is still up, I believe.
I think we just one player might be up. Then I think we saw at least 2 get eliminated there.
No, Apex Shea still alive.
Okay. Apex holding on there at 29%, looked like. Yeah, it's still in it. So Epsilon's still in this match for the moment. It's gonna be rough. I don't know that we can see an Epsilon back-to-back win here. He's gonna be really up against the wall.
Well, if Apex Shea can do anything here, it's going to be nothing short of miracle play. He's going to pray to what we like to call RNG Jesus right here, that he gets something really lucky.
Ooh, and he's looking for the fights. He's trying to see if he can get a quick kill there onto Reptar, trying to rip him out of that vehicle. Not able to get the connection, though.
5
really,
kills on
I mean,
Epsilon.
you're at 5 kills. Is this really the right play? Is trying to take a fight the right play? Or is it trying to hang out and try and bump up? Again, you only need one player up. He's right on the edge of the gas. He's going to have to move. You want to try and stay alive if you can. Bump to the next building inside the safe zone. Stay alive as long as you can. I think it's better for him to play the survival game instead of go for the eliminations at this point, to try and get a higher modifier to multiply that 5 points. I don't know that he can get enough kills to make up for a modifier. He'd have to get 5 kills to make up for a win.
Well, I think he's going to be in the clear. Obey still in a battle against TSM. We've already lost a player, but again, that gas line's right there. Outscore on the map. Benny Boy going to get taken down. But Prodigy Ace is able to trade out for Candy Van.
Ooh. And that is going to be it. I believe that is, yeah, that's going to be the final 2 for Obey Alliance. They are going to get eliminated there in 14th. Piney and Crank already down. Sloth, we saw him pretty close to there, but he was able to get out of dodge. And now we are on board with Set to Destroy as they are in a fight, really close range fight here with Tempo Storm, only a 10 to 20 meters away. And Noble out in the wing, coming in on the flank. Gonna make it really rough for them. They need to, I don't know if they know that Tempo Storm's in there. They have to know, right?
They must know, because the nades are out. They've already got, I think that's a vehicle on fire right now, which I have to be worried out inside the house. Na's gonna pick up Moose. See if he can find any more. There is one more player, I believe, for Tempo Storm in that house right now, but I think they're getting shot through that window.
Yeah, they're getting chunked away at through the window. Definitely a hard spot to be in. You want to get into the corner there. It looks like they have cleared out those windows so that they can start healing up. But again, you need to stay kind of engaged with the windows, because you need to know if somebody's coming up, right? You need those line of sight. So you kind of got to put yourself at risk to check those windows or get up on them and really use that third-person camera to kind of corner check.
Well, Set to Destroy has now moved into third place, tied with Tempo Storm with 3 kills. You can see a big overview here of this little H residential that so many people are in. This zone is going to be a crazy fight, and if it ends in a house, these teams are going to have cover for so long.
Well, I mean, let's look at this zone, right? The center has a couple houses in it, but the majority of these teams out on this edge here, like CLG, they're all going to have to start moving. So is it better right now to be the guy coming in, or is it better to be the guy that's already set up in the house, sitting in the center?
Well, it is not okay to be the guy who has to run through the gas, and you can see how much damage that gas is doing to Da. And as it comes out, he's already taking damage from other teams.
Ooh, he is getting connected on over and over again through those smokes as they just start throwing shots. And Dave is on from the other side, gonna connect on that headshot. Take down. Anna then gonna take a shot from that, so Noble causing a little bit of chaos here in Alliance. Colj gonna take out Nightwalker from CLG. So CLG getting hits from all sides right now, but they're gonna start returning favors as they start dropping Alliance. Grimmy gonna come through like a wrecking ball and absolutely demolish Alliance.
3 shotgun kills right there, destroying Alliance completely. Gonna put CLG all the way up at 5, and they went out right about 10. so they're going to get a lot of points off of that.
Yeah, they'll get a little bit of modifier there. They'll end up around 12 to 13. Impact gaining play. Going to get taken out by drop from TSM. TSM still in this one. They're going to lose Shell Shock, though, on the side to Blood Inferno. Blood Inferno, though, going to get taken down by Imperial How off of C9. So we got a three-way battle going on right now.
Well, we're going to have a lot more of the three-way battle here as this zone pushes, and off in the distance, Rogue is going to be firing shots into TSM at any minute. They've got 4 up. They need to be careful. They've got just the ridge and a smoke to give them cover right now, but they do have that vehicles to get away. But they're losing one of their vehicles right now, is when it's on fire, it's about to explode.
Yeah, and you've got Rogue out there in the back. You got Riki and Zeke on that flank there, trying to eat away at that corner. So you're kind of playing an angles game here. They're slowly working those two out while they keep the other 3 on the left, so that they can get a pinch play in and kind of force them into a spot where you can see either the 2 or the 3-man group is going to be able to shoot them around that corner. You kind of get that 90-degree on it.
Well, teams like LG with no kills right now need to do something.
We saw it in some of the scrims, though. You can come in big. Jeez, OG Trib gonna get taken out by Huskers. Rogue coming in hard on TSM. They're gonna lose Riki and Stormin. Stormin going down to Buffalo, but they came in strong. Dropkid's still alive here. Ex-Rogue member, definitely somebody that's kind of hiding up, holding on.
Just hiding behind that smoke. He's got the heal. He doesn't even have the heal running right now. Finally gets it off, and he's going to have to push. But immediately gets hurt. Frax is taken down elsewhere, but drop goes down. TSM goes out, Nate.
So Rogue going to lose a couple players there, but get up to 5 kills. 3 players still in this one. Huskers with a little bit of bleed on himself. Going to need to get some healing going, and we can now see this gas coming in. Noble and set to destroy inside. Just chaos going on inside there. It looks like Noble and Stomp a Little and Spirits, last 2 left alive. Stomp's going to come outside. He's going to get it from Gangstars.
Well, he got graded by Kyrie and Beast the second he came out of that garage. But speaking of garages, we still have Echo Fox inside one.
Yeah, Gangstars, though, all the way up to 8 points, and it looked like they had at least 4 players up. They might actually be 5 up right now, so that's looking really good for them. LG Chipsy going to take a shot in the back there. He's that IGL for them, going to lose a helmet, and he's going to get back into hard cover there, able to get a new helmet on and start stabilizing, getting some heals off. Throw that Molotov. Great choice there. Going ahead and preventing that team that he knows is there from being able to come around that corner on him. It's going to buy him a little bit of time while he has the cover in front of him, keeping himself alive from the other teams.
But he still has 0 points. He has to make a play here to even get LG on the board, because you times a multiplier by 0, it's still 0.
You are absolutely correct. 0 times 0 is 0.
Yep.
That's definitely something that he's going to need to look at. He's going to try. He needs to get at least 1 kill. Just try and get a point. Obviously, we've talked about it. There's a lot of games. They'll have chances to make these up. This is just the opening night. We're only in game 2 of 40-plus matches for the season.
Exactly.
So they got a long time to prove themselves, but you definitely want points every game. You do not not want to leave early. Zeke now just kind of hang on. This is where he wants to hold on, just get the multipliers. Gangstars and that Echo Fox fight started. We did lose 2 Gangstar members there, and Chipsy is going to go down without a kill. So LG going home with 0 points on that one. Nask will find himself a kill. Casper and Sweet Dreams going to get eliminated.
Well, Echo Fox trying to push up. Sloth will get taken down. There are 6 players left with just 2 teams now, suddenly 5 with 2 teams, and C9 has 4 up, and Nastical is the lone man standing for Gangstars. I don't know if he can do. He's running. He's in the gas. He's letting them take the win.
He's denying them the point.
This is strategy right there.
That is a strategy play, and that is going to give it to Cloud9. So he's going to go ahead, decide to run back into that gas, knock him the point. C9 going to take down game number 2. Second match ever of the H1Z1 Pro League. Great job. Yeah,
what a game. You can see they're definitely excited. A team that not so great in the first one. Great in this one.
Yeah, we were talking about there's going to be some teams that need to come back and show up big in game number 2. Cloud9 came up. They just showed up. We'll have to see what the final score for them ends up being. I didn't see the total kill count for them, but we know they got denied at least 1 point.
Yeah, and that's very